Radio अपना फ्रैंकफर्ट दिल से दिलदार. Hello everyone, I'm Raman from Apna Frankfurt, and today we have with us the founders of Team India and Friends, Mr. Ajit Ranade, Mr. Prabhanjan Gadela, and Mr. Kamal Vatsan. Topic for today's discussion: what is Team India and Friends all about? Why do we need an organization like that? Well, to clarify that, we have some questions lined up coming for all three of you. But before that, thanks a lot to all of you for joining with us today. I know you all are very well known in the Indian community here, but still, how about a customary introduction from all of you? So let us start with Mr. Ajit Ranade.
Thank you so much, Raman, and thanks, Apna Frankfurt. So I am Ajit Ranade, and basically I'm from Pune, India, but spent my life in different cities across India, like New Delhi and Bangalore, as well as in Uttaranchal in Himalayas. Basically, I'm a mechanical engineer turned into a business development professional, and currently I have my own business development consultancy. It's called as Desi Germans. When it comes to the social life, social front, I would say like I am the founder of and president of Marathi Katta Germany. At the same time, I have worked, rather served in a capacity of a convener for Friends of India in 2018. So that's me.
Yeah, thank you, Ajit. Let's move on to Prabhanjan Gadela. Mr. Prabhanjan.
Hi, thanks Raman, and thanks Apna Frankfurt for having us on your show. Yeah, as everybody knows, I am Prabhanjan. I come from Telangana, Telugu-speaking states of India. Been in Germany for over 20 years. I've studied my master's in informatics and later on started my career at Deutsche Börse for many, many years. And then I became an independent consultant for banking area. I said I am coming from Telugu-speaking states. So I am the president of Telugu Velugu Germany Association in Frankfurt. And for this year, I'm leading the Friends of India initiative from CGI. Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you, Prabhanjan, for joining with us. Kamalji, an introduction from you.
Thank you, Ramanji, for this session today. I think it will give us a very good chance to connect to our community once again. I'm Kamal Vatsan. I have come to Germany in 2008, starting with Nestle Germany. So I started working with them. I still work with them. And after that, I was into many initiatives. On the social side, I started with Bharat Farayan, you might have heard of in the past, until 2016-17. Then I was founding Hassan Cricket Association with support of our very honorable Consul General at that time, Mr. Ravish Kumar. And after that, connected with many communities. It was a very good pleasure. The Friends of India initiative from Consul General, where Ajit was leading in 2018, I got a chance in 2019, and I was able to keep connecting Ajit together with us, seek his support until now, and we worked as a very good team, which we could build up. And then Prabhanjan joined us in 2020, right? And now we will talk about it, but now I'm one of the founder together with Ajit and Prabhanjan, and looking forward to bring our community forward. Yeah. We want to connect with more and more start and Germany. Yeah, so Indo-German collaboration.
Sure. No, thank you. I mean, Team India and Friends. I'm pretty excited about this interview today because I think it's going to bring a lot of insights into what Team India and Friends is all about and how it is going to help the Indo-German collaboration going ahead. So for that, we have some questions lined up, and now let us jump into some key questions. The first question: what is Team India and Friends all about? I mean, what was missing that we needed an organization like that? And to clarify some doubts, is it same as Friends of India, the umbrella organization that we have for all the Farayans? And because we have the current convener of Friends of India with us, I would start with you, Prabhanjan. What is your opinion on this question?
Well, Friends of India is basically, it's an initiative from the Consulate General of India a few years ago. It was an initiative to basically bridge the gap between the diplomats and the Indian community. Later on, it has strengthened itself by connecting to the Indian Farayans, and it has taken the position as an umbrella organization for all the Indian foreigns. That is basically Friends of India. And Team India and Friends is an initiative from a group of Indian community. You see the persons here in this call, Indian community leaders, to take the step ahead and connect the whole Indian community to the city of Frankfurt. It's a kind of Indo-German initiative. So basically, TIFF complements Friends of India. Yeah. So I just wanted to bring the contrast between Friends of India and TIF, Team India and Friends. So it's actually TIF is complementing Friends of India. The Indian community is basically well respected in Frankfurt. Everybody knows that. For that matter, in the whole Germany. Yeah, we are disciplined and we are God-fearing people who honestly pay all the taxes, right? So we think we have to go to the next step and have our representation in the city parliament. And I strongly believe that this is the right time for all the Indians in Frankfurt to get into the mainstream city administration, which means Kommunalwahl for Ausländervertretung. In the next, I think, few minutes, Ajit and Kamal will be explaining more about the TIF and Kommunalwahl. But this is basically the difference between Friends of India and TIF.
Yeah, no, thank you, Prabhanjan. And I mean, I would again like to summarize that. So if what I have understood is Friends of India was an initiative from the Consul General of India team, where it was mainly connecting the Indian diaspora with the diplomats from the Consulate General team, so that the concerns of the Indian community can be brought to CGI team in an aligned way and they can be worked upon. So this was Friends of India initiative. Whereas Team India and Friends is mainly an initiative by the community, Indian community leaders, who are now going to connect the Indian community with the city of Frankfurt, so that the concerns of the Indian community can be addressed to the city of Frankfurt. So, I mean, as you said, I see it also, it's a complementary organization where what city of Frankfurt can do, we need to have a common voice towards the city of Frankfurt, and that is what Team India and Friends is all about. Yeah.
Perfectly summarized.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. Well, I think it's a great initiative, and it is also something which was the need of the time. And thanks a lot to all three of you that you have taken up this step. With this, let's move into the next question. Now that we know what Team India and Friends is all about, I mean, the next question, I think it's very natural. On which topics can people talk to Team India and Friends? Is it only the city level problems? Or they can also talk about state level or national level, and sometimes also international level topics are there or problems to be addressed. So what is the scope of the solution that people can expect from Team India and Friends? Ajitji, would you like to help us here with this question?
Thanks, Raman. So very interesting question. And before I answer to this question, I would say, like, we just need to know the current scenario, like about Indians in Germany. If you see the 100 years history of Indians here in Germany, so today we have more than 200,000 Indians living in Germany, more than 200,000. And especially like in the city like Frankfurt, which is the fifth largest city of Germany, we have 7,600 Indian passport holders living only in the Frankfurt city. And if you see the Frankfurt Rhine-Main region, there are more people. Okay, so as the community is increasing, as the number of Indian students are increasing, the number of challenges related to the community, they are also increasing. And as Kamal and Prabhanjan mentioned, like they have been leading their respective communities since last many years. So as a social worker, I would say it's not a something like a politician, but we thought, let's come together and solve the problems of Indian community. So this TIF is basically the main intention or the main objective of like this theme is basically to solve the people's problem. We are for people, and we will be there for people, for their problems, for their challenges. So this was the idea, like starting behind TIF. And as you correctly checked, so currently, as Prabhanjan mentioned, like we are going for the communal Ausländervertretung, which is basically a municipal representation of foreigners in the vibrant city of like Frankfurt, which has a 55% people with more than like 55% people with expat background. So here we are, our scope to start with, we will focus on the Frankfurt region to start with, as I said, but of course we are there for entire Germany. as and when we progress, but we will focus initially on let's say the Frankfurt region, Frankfurt Rhine-Main region, and as and when like we will be enabled, we are empowered, we will go to the other area as well. So we are here to solve the problems of Indian community as well as the friendly nations uh, in the city of Frankfurt as well as Frankfurt Rhine-Main.
Yeah. I mean, one thing I would like to add here is, I mean, when I see all these three faces on the screen along with me here, you three have been working already to help the community a lot. I mean, in coronavirus times, we can see how you have taken the responsibility on you and helped the community. And I think this is also something which is very respectable. And thanks from the team of Apna Frankfurt as well on behalf of the Indian community that you have been doing this for a long time. And I think it is a right step from my point of view, because at the end, you as an Indian community leaders will represent the concerns of the Indian community. And when we are one of the like biggest tax paying community in Frankfurt, I think the problems should also be heard by the city, and they will be heard in the right manner when you guys go into the parliament and represent us. No, thank you. Thanks a lot for that part.
Yeah, here just I would like to one point, Raman, which I might have forgot, is KAV, or let's say the TIF. Currently, there is a limited scope. As I mentioned, when we are solving community problems, for example, a lot of times we see that there is no community center as such for Indians in the city of Frankfurt or Frankfurt Rhine-Main. So many a times, like there are other problems related to the extended visa of the senior citizens. Yes, okay, so this is the one of the areas. So we will at least try to, raise our voice about this. So that is the main intention.
Yeah. And I think at the same time, one thing that I would also like to add is there have been problems that we have been hearing from the Indian community also about Ausländerbehörde, where long lines have to be there. People have to go in the middle of the night. And especially during coronavirus times, there are so many concerns coming. I mean, with that, I think when we have a representation into the Frankfurt City Parliament, the concerns can be addressed to the right people through right channel. And this is another advantage that I see. So thanks a lot again, as I said, for taking up this part and taking this ahead from here. I see Kamalji is not here, but let's move on to the next question now. I mean, politics. Normally, I mean, this word is used in a very negative sense. For example, people say, don't do politics. But here we see like you are stepping into politics voluntarily. So what is the difference, do you think, the Team India and Friends will bring as a political party? Ajiji?
Raman, again, very interesting question. So, as I said, like we are not seasoned politicians. So we are the community workers who are helping, who have been helping out the community since many, many years. And if helping people solving their problems, solving their challenges is politics, if you can politics, then that is politics. Of course, when it is KAV, so when I again and again I come to KAV. So for the KAV, the basic prerequisite to get into the KAV is election, and that's why also, if you want to say it as a politics, then it is politics. Okay, but otherwise, what we do is 100% for the community. We are committed towards our Indian diaspora, and not only Indian. We are working, as you can ask Pravanjan and Kamal, we are working with many other nationalities who are like-minded and in aligned with us. They are aligned with us. So we are coming together, and I mean, like you can whether you can call it as a social thing or whether it's a politics, but we will continue our work the way we have been doing since last few years.
Yeah, no, thank you for mentioning that. And I think somewhere if you go and do a little bit deeper understanding of politics is another name of service, as I understand it, right? And it is about serving the people. And if I am correct here, I think the politics here, or the role that you are going to take, it is not a very lucrative post that you are talking about. I think it's more of service that you do for the people. And this is personally my feeling, but I would also say people can actually go and also do a little bit of research on that on the internet and find more about it. Prabhanjan, you want to add something, please? Go ahead.
Yes, I mean, Ajit ji, he had explained it very well. Just a few words to add to that. basically, we are doing the service from our own current capacities. I from Telugu Velugu Association, or Ajit ji from his Marathi Association, and so on. And at the same time, as Friends of India convener, we have always stayed very close to the community, helping the people during the Corona times. So basically, we are not doing anything new. Yeah, the same thing what we are doing, we will be continuing to do that, but we will be having a name for that. And the name is Team India and Friends. And with this, we go the next step and then connect to the German community, to the city park. That's it.
I mean, how I see it, Prabhanjan, is, I mean, yes, we also have a connect with the German community even today. But I think when you are representing directly in the city parliament, the voice goes directly to the platform where it should be and not through someone. And I think this makes a lot of difference, right? So here, having taken that step, I think you guys have taken the right step in my point of view. Ajiji, you want to add something?
So as Prabhanjan rightly mentioned, see, we Indians are paying our social security very religiously. Uh, and for example, I cite an example. A couple of weeks back, we got an opportunity to meet Mr. Marcus Frank, a very well-known person here in Frankfurt, who is responsible for city administration. And Kamalji, I, and along with our friend Kerry Reddington, we met him. And when we were talking, we realized that sometimes people do not know that the vibrant community like Indian community there are 256 Indian businesses in the city of Frankfurt, and Indian businesses have created employment opportunities for many locals as well. So this is a very important thing, and with this, we should be communicated to the people that they should know about us. Uh, Kamalji and his Hessen Cricket Association have spoken about, let's say, cricket, which is like in the DNA of every Indian. Okay, so chances are that like we are talking and connecting with the Germans. Of course, we would like to work with them, and I think the TIF will connect both the Indo-German communities as well as the international communities in a better way.
Yeah, no, thank you. And I think this official channel of connection will really be strengthening the relationship between both India and Germany. Yeah, with that, let's move on to the next question now. 3rd of October 2020, Peace Walk in Frankfurt, arranged by Team India and Friends, attended by Indians and Germans living in Frankfurt. Well, even the city parliament head, Mr. Stefan Ziegler, addressed the gathering. In my opinion, it showed the support from the city of Frankfurt towards Team India and Friends. Now, how did you arrange this event, and what is in your viewpoint? How did the event went? Maybe Kamalji, would you like to?
Yeah, I'll take it. So Peace Walk, this was one of the necessity in current times. Yeah. So I think when you look around the world, right now situation is not perfect, and it was never perfect for many years. So now I think we took this initiative, we thought as a Team India and Friends. So I think Ajitji mentioned very interesting point that we are not only for India, we are for all the friends of India as well. And this was a very good chance to show to our host country where we live in since 12 years, more than 12 years, some people 10 years, some people more have just spent generations, to tell them we hold hand with you. So it was perfectly, 2 days were very perfect because it started with Mahatma Gandhiji's 150 years birth completion, and it ended up with German Unity Day on 3rd October. Yeah, I think we as Indians, we thank also Germany as a country. We think all different communities who live around, who like to associate with India and with Germany. We help them, we support them, we take them forward. Peace Walk went really nice. I think we followed COVID protocols, one of the very necessary point at current times. We had people came with masks. We could maintain the social distance. There was a very good support from start from the police authorities. Mr. Stephen Ziegler, the parliament head, he came, he gave speech, he addressed us, he addressed our supporters, and he gave a very unique message that peace, they also see that peace is a necessity of the time, and if we can conduct the same way as Mahatma Gandhiji did 100 years back, he led a revolution. The same way Germany led a revolution, And I think now the communities are hoping that we as a Team India and friends are going to lead a revolution. There was a huge participation, there was a huge support, and I think we together came up with very good concept. And thanks also for your coverage, which you did. It's reaching to many people. We are reaching to everybody. That's a very important message. What difference we have here is Team India and Friends is for community. It's not for Kamal, it's not for Prabhanjan, it's not for Ajit. It's for community. So we are for community and we are going to work for them. They should come and connect with us. Peace Walk is one of the medium to start uniting each other and keep walking. So keep walking with TIFF. That's the message I would say we take from there.
Yeah, no, thank you, Kamalji. And I think the whole arrangement, because I was personally there and the police team was also keeping an eye that we are actually following COVID guidelines, because I think it was pretty clear if they found at some point in time that the guidelines were not followed, the walk was going to be stopped in between. But we
Exactly.
could walk through. They kept an eye, they kept, and the overall team, it did a very good job. So thanks a lot for arranging this. And I think, as you said, in these times, a message of peace, I mean, it's very important. And thanks for arranging this walk. With that,
just one more line to add, maybe just see if you can also include, is that I think the city parliament had Mr. Stephen Ziegler addressed us, and definitely we had a very good support from Mr. Kerry Reddington, Mr. Stephen Zongan, and also from the Klaus Klipp. So they all three represent the city, the European Union, and Newcomers Network. And they have been with us for a long time. We really thank them also via this, that they were with us and they supported the entire walk for this community.
Yeah.
Can I add one more last sentence to this question? A special thing happened on that day, on 3rd of October in the Peace Walk, which was we have announced TIF to the city of Frankfurt. And we have announced our nomination to the elections into the KAV, right? And thanks to Mr. Stefan Ziegler, he had appreciated us and he had also congratulated us for taking this initiative.
Yeah. So KAV elections 2021, Team India and Friends is going to have a representation in this election. And this is the chance, according to me, for the Indian community to select a leader through whom they can address their concerns to the city parliament. So it's an opportunity. It is going to give a lot of rights to the people. So make the right decision, use your votes nicely, and use your votes rightfully. That's I think an important factor to mention here. And it's, I think, more details on that, who can vote, how they can vote, we can have this discussion also in our upcoming talks. But today, one thing I would like to now move towards the next question. When we talk about rights, I think rights and responsibilities to go hand in hand. Now, with the representation of Indian diaspora through Team India and Friends, I guess it also brings a responsibility on the diaspora to give the right direction to efforts by Team India and Friends. So by highlighting the problems that are being faced by the diaspora, by telling what solutions are needed, and also by helping you guys decide what are the high priority topics that need to be looked into urgently. Now, to have that happen, we need to have a connection between Team India and Friends and the diaspora. So how can people connect with Team India and Friends and talk about such topics?
I think, again, this question I'll take up. What we have done, I think, Peace Walk, the community came forward and they nominated our first lead representative of the Team India and Friends for Communal Ausländer Vertretung, Mr. Ajit Ranade, who had worked so long for community, and I think he was the right choice. Now, how can they connect? We are here for their problems. I think Ajit highlighted in the beginning about this, that people should come, they should connect with us, they should work with us. I mean, they should walk with us. Yeah. So it's not that I will sit at home and things will happen. You should connect, they should connect. I mean, I address community directly. Please connect with us and come with your problems, objectives. We will work together. And I'm sure when we have support from so many Ferraians, so many communities, start representatives and all. Yeah. So we have so much support around us. when we will walk together, we will definitely address our problems and solve them. So come, define objectives with us, support us during the vote, and we have right now nominated as a community one representative. He will announce his team working with you. Yeah, so it's not coming from the skies. It will work with you, work with community people, community leaders, and then we will represent that. It's about the objectives, it's about improvements. We will improve the Frankfurt as we wanted to for many years. I think initial few years we are always worried about integration, but then comes a time when you think about why the society is not working according to me and what can I do to make it happen. So this is the right choice. Now at this point, connect with us, vote for us, walk with us, and that will make a difference. So that's a way. And I think Prabhanjan should share also in next few minutes the technical ways, or let's say the official ways of connecting with us. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the main point. So if I am a guy from an Indian background and I want to connect with Team Indian Friends, my question is, how can I reach you guys? So can you add this information, please?
Sure. Let me take this from the governance point of view. Now that we have spoken on what TIF is and why it has taken birth, and what is the agenda and so on. So basically, how do we go forward? This is the question. So we basically request everybody to connect with us. Yeah, there are multiple channels we have opened. The social media, websites, and at the same time, our telephone numbers are clearly known to everybody. So just try to connect with us and address your issues so that we can take the issues to the city parliament. So we will be, at the same time, we shall be actively approaching each of the community leaders to get their support. And then we will be deciding a team together, and then we will go into the KAV elections as a team. So let us show to the city of Frankfurt that we all Indians are together. Do follow us on social media, Facebook, Insta, and Twitter. Search for TIF Germany. And also visit our website, tifgermany.org. Yeah. So that's how you can connect with us. And then stay tuned for the next upcoming events. We will be doing a lot of events in the upcoming days. So stay tuned with us.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So if you want to connect with Team India and Friends, and I would recommend that you actually inform yourself what Team Indians and Friends is all about. You connect with these three representatives, you ask them the questions and get a clarity in your understanding so that you actually understand what Team Indian Friends is all about. Visit the website www.tifgermany.org, tifgermany.org. And from there, you can get links to connect to the Facebook page, to the YouTube page, even the contact details, email addresses. And through this, you can actually get in touch with the three representatives here with whom you can start discussions. You can start giving them directions so that they know what community needs. And I think this is a very, very, very important responsibility also on the Indian diaspora in Frankfurt. And they, in my personal opinion, I would see you guys are creating an opportunity for the Indian diaspora, and the Indian diaspora should take up this opportunity and give the shape to TIFF as they want it should be like. And this is an opportunity that people should take from here. With this, I would like to extend thanks to all of you for taking out the time and talking to me. And also what I can say is, I mean, a responsibility and opportunity and a lot of hardworking times are coming your way. And I wish Team India and Friends all the best in all the endeavors. And of course, we will connect back again soon from time to time to bring updates from Team India and Friends to the people through Apna Frankfurt. Again, once again, thanks a lot for taking out the time. And it was a pleasure talking to all of you. Thank you very much. Radio Apna Frankfurt.